talk about Mother Mary, the one thing that you cannot miss is the apparitions. So this book is about one of the apparitions that is still happening now. Yes, you're not wrong. I'm saying it right. Still happening, although this is not recognized by the Vatican yet. But me myself personally, I believe in it. So it's happened in a place called Medjugorje. So we call that apparition called Our Lady of Medjugorje. I will put link down. Yeah. So it still happened until now. It started I think like 1960, something like that. And then Mother Mary appeared to 6 children in a hill in Medjugorje, and then started to giving them messages to pass on. And the one thing that she always constantly asking us to do is pray the rosary every day, every single day of your life. So this book is by one of the visionary. It's called Mirjana Soldo. She can speak English, Italian, I think Croatia. So this book is about her life, basically her life. And then when she met Mother Mary at 6, and then the government during that time is a communist government, and then they persecuted them, all the visionary 6 of them, and then all the trouble that she undergo, and then she gets stronger and stronger in her faith, and she keep on preaching about the vision, although there's people that is saying that this is very wrong and whatsoever. And she had a very difficult life, to be honest. And she got married, and then she got children, and she spread the good news to her children. And now she's still getting vision, like once a month. But now, due to the virus, I think the vision stops. Yeah. And this book is really, really good. This book just convinced me that the vision is true. I will wait for the Vatican to be verified, but I personally believe it first. And we can talk about the Eucharist. So this book is called the Sinu Jesu. The subtitle is When Heart Speaks to Heart, the Journal of a Priest at Prayer, and it's by a Benedictine monk. We don't know his name, and this happened quite recently. I think it starts from 2007 until 2016. So it's about a priest. He went into adoration, a monk into adoration, and then he heard things that Jesus asked. Jesus is talking to him, and it's really, really good. I would recommend you bring this book when you go to adoration, which is what I did. It's really powerful. It feels like Jesus is saying that to you even now, and Jesus will talk about, like, you don't know how much I love you. You don't know how much I long for you. I waited for you in this tabernacle for so long. I yearn that you come into my presence, and so on and so on and so on. It's just showing his love and how much we should go to adoration, even into silent prayer. And Jesus always talk about, like, you do not need to think about what to say, what to think. I just want you to come close to me. And that is how much that he longed for us. And this book is really, really good. I especially recommend to priests or deacon that is going to become priest, because this, I think it will speak more to priests compared to lay people like us. Yeah, this is really, really good. I like to bring this during adoration. This is my Lantern reading for this year. It's called Jesus the Bridegroom. This is really, really good. it is dissecting like several events of the Bible with the eyes of the first century Jews, which which is what our modern world cannot do because this is written by a Bible scholar. Um, it's really good. It's talking about Jesus doesn't Jesus not only wanted to become your friend, uh not only your friend, not only your family, he wants to become your bridegroom. Yes, bridegroom, you never hear it wrong. No matter whether you are a woman or a man, I think a woman can relate it easier, but everyone, every human in this earth is called to become the bride of Christ from the beginning when you are baptized. And so it dissects several story in the Bible by using the eye that Jesus is the bridegroom, and also talks about all the sacrament, especially the baptism, marriage, and also the communion. Yeah, the sacrament of communion. This is really good, and he got a series of books like this and with different title, but it's all, I think it's all about the same thing. So he looks on the Bible and sacrament in the first century Jewish eyes. Very good. Very recommended. This is also my Lenten reading. I haven't finished this. It's called Characters of the Passion by Venerable Fulton Sheen. Venerable Fulton Sheen is a bishop in America. I don't know which diocese, but I think in early 1900. So it's looking at the Passion with several characters. They are Peter, Judas, Pilate, Herod, Claudia and Herodians, Barabbas and the thief, the scars of Christ. Yeah. So it's like a reflection on the Passion. I haven't finished it. It's quite okay. It's quite good. But I haven't finished it, so it's very hard to tell. But I think it's good. And this is the book that I'm reading now. It's called Single for a Greater Purpose. So it talks about singlehood as a vocation. It's not just like you're waiting to enter into another vocation. Singlehood itself can be a vocation where she prefer to call it the dedicated single. So everyone is called to be a spiritual mother and father to everyone else. You may not call to be physical mother and father, but everyone is called to be spiritual mother and father to everyone else. So, of course, the bride of Christ, yeah. Oh, there's another book that I don't have with me, but I read it before. It's called Come Be My Light. Come Be My Light, about Mother Teresa darkness in her heart that she experienced during her lifetime, and it's incredible. I just like jaw drop that she experienced darkness, like she experienced dryness in her faith for the last like 20 years of her life. Until the day she died, she didn't feel any consolation. And the book is with all the writing of her with her spiritual director, and until a stage of her life she even stopped talking about it with her spiritual director. But she's at the same time, although she experienced it, she didn't say anything to any of her sisters, and she continued to ask everyone to love Jesus, to encourage everyone to smile, to be joyful because of the good news. It is incredible. It's really good. I love that book. Last but not least, Laudato Si. So this is not actually a published book. This is actually a encyclical letter by Pope Francis. And it's a very recent letter as well. And it's not just talking about, climate change and then we need to tackle it and that's it. No, it's not. It's not about that. It's talking about our our relationship with other creation, and every creation have its call towards God. And we humans should actually act as the leader or the steward to lead everyone to the right direction. And also it talks about our very special relationship with the nature, that we should not just treat it as like a resources. We should see them as like brothers and sisters, and they have their vocation and we have our vocation, and we need to depend on each other in order to fulfill our calling, our vocation. And I totally recommend for everyone. It's not about science and graph and explaining theory. No, it's looking at the environmental issue in a very comprehensive way, and also talking about it with the eyes of theology, with very strong theology. Of course, he's Pope, so this is really good. I'm very impressed that a Pope can wrote something like this, and I just fall in love with my church even more because the Catholic Church always get it right. Yeah, I love this book. This is really good. There's two books that I think is above all the spiritual book that I read. So the church given us the only two books. One is the Catechism of the Catholic Church, and the second is the Bible. Yeah, read your Bible. But read it in a way that it will speak to you. Pray about it, not just read it like a traveler, like walking around. You must let it sink in your heart, which is very difficult, to be honest. It's very difficult for me. I think it's very difficult for other people as well. It's so easy to just like scroll through and then say, oh, I finished this book. It's not about that. It's about praying about it and seeing as a word of God. And please buy a Catholic Bible. Don't be like me. The reason why I bought this Bible, although it's not Catholic, but I regret it, is because there is line beside the text so that I can write notes on it. Like this. I can write notes on it. Write notes. Saint Bernadette. It's okay. After I finish this book, I will buy a Catholic Bible. A study Bible. And another book that I will recommend is the Missal. The Roman Missal. Yes, I know you can get it from app, you can read it from app, but it's just different from reading a book. I only get the weekday one. I will get a Sunday one in the future. But this is really good. I love the weekday Missal. Because before this, I only use the app and I don't open it every day. But now, because I have a book, I know that it's there. I will just flip it and read the reading of the day, although I cannot go to mass every day. But at least I can access to the reading. And also I can have more understanding about the feast day and how it works, and the liturgy. This is really good. This is the best investment I ever did. It's really good. Yeah. I will give like a few favorite book that among all of the book that I read. So, which excluded the Missal and the Bible. Okay. First is this one, in Sinu Jesu. Please, this changed my spiritual journey. Read this. This, yeah. Rosary, yes. This, yes, please. Good news about sex and marriage. This changed my will, my eyes on marriage and sex. This book. Oh yeah, of course, the real book of this, Consoling the Heart of Jesus. This changed my spiritual journey. This is really good. My tip for spiritual reading is you can look at what people recommend, but the most important thing is what you need, because every person is different in their spiritual journey. So you need to find out what is the topic that you really wanted to know, and what is the topic um that is you're struggling with. Read the book from that section. Um yeah, find reading within your reading level. Okay. If you're just starting and you're not a native speaker, it's better to start off with something that is lighter, not go into so heavy. And I can say like the few books that you start, you will be like searching like which author that you prefer and what type of reading that you prefer. Don't just listen to others people recommendation. You must see whether that book is related to you now, like the state of your spiritual journey now. And also search on other people comment on the book, see whether it's really something that you wanted. Like Google book, they will have a summary and give you a like a foretaste. They can let you read a few pages of it. That is the best way to see whether that book is really what you wanted. And also, I think another tip that I can give is download Kindle, and because Kindle will give you free sample of reading for the first few pages. So just go through that, and then when you read a few pages, and then you will see that, oh yeah, this is really what I wanted. Then you can buy the real book if you want, or the electronic book if you want. That's it. It's not a lot, to be honest, because I only start reading about 2 years, 1 year ago. So yeah, you will get more and more in the future. Yeah, that's it. If you are still watching, thank you and bye.